Good morning, students. Today we start with a new chapter of economics, that is short run equilibrium output. Well, to begin with the chapter, let us understand the concept of short run. So children, short run is defined as a period of time during which level of output is determined exclusively by the level of employment in the economy, which means under short run level of production is actually determined by the level of employment. That is, higher level of employment leads to higher level of output and lower level of employment leads to lower level of output, where technology is assumed to remain constant. Now, when technology is remaining constant, then there is a proportionate relationship between output and employment. That means if employment is doubled, output will also be doubled. So students, in other words, you can say that the level of employment in the economy measures the level of output in the economy. And according to the Keynes economics, equilibrium level of output or equilibrium level of GDP implies the equilibrium level of employment. So this concept of equilibrium output or equilibrium GDP can be explained by an equilibrium which is struck when, if you all can see on your screen, AS equals to AD or Y equals to AD, where AS is the aggregate supply and AD is the aggregate demand, and Y is the income and AD is the aggregate demand. Now equilibrium is also struck when S equals to I. When we talk about S equals to I, where S is the saving and I is the investment expenditure. Now to take with the first one, that is equilibrium is struck when AS equals to AD. Now it means that equilibrium output or equilibrium GDP, it refers to that level of output in the economy where what the producer planned to produce is exactly equal to what the buyer planned to buy during a given period of time. That means under equilibrium output or GDP, it is that kind of an economy where producer produce that much which the, let's say, consumer they intend to buy. So to explain you more precisely, let's say in a state of equilibrium, the market value of goods and services produced in the economy is exactly equal to the expenditure on the purchase of goods and services during that particular period of time. It means since the market value of goods and services is equal to income generated, that means the value of the market value of the goods which have been sold, that leads to the income, that is Y, because it generates the income. Once the goods and services have been sold, then it generates the income, and income is denoted with Y, people know very well. So we can say that equilibrium is struck when income, that is Y, equals to expenditure. Expenditure is what? Expenditure is actually the purchase of those goods and services. So when a consumer purchases those goods and services, he incurs the expenditure. So we can say that expenditure on the purchase of goods and services is equals to AD, because who actually do the expenditure? It's the consumers, and consumers are the people who create or generate demand. So expenditure is actually AD. So we can say that equilibrium is struck when Y equals to AD. That means equilibrium can stuck when AS equals to AD or Y equals to AD, where AS is the what? Supply, aggregate supply. That means the market value of goods and services. And AD is what? AD is the expenditure on the purchase of those goods and services. So AS, which supplies the goods and services, actually generates the income, that is Y. And that is why we say that Y equals to AD. So an equilibrium is struck when AS equals to AD or Y equals to AD. Now children, here you have to remember one thing, that equilibrium is not reached in two cases. And these two cases are when AS is greater than AD, or when AS is less than AD, or when Y is greater than AD, or when Y is less than AD. Now how it happens? Let's take the first case. In first case where AS, if AS is greater than AD, that means that the planned output or supply of good happens to be greater than the planned demand. That means the supply is more than the demand. So a part of output will remain unsold. The producer would suffer the loss. So in second case, if AS is less than AD, that means the planned output or a supply happens to be less than the planned demand. That means producers would not have enough stock to fulfill the demand of the people, and in that condition also they would suffer the loss of unfulfilled demand, and equilibrium cannot be struck. So equilibrium can be struck only when AS equals to AD or Y equals to AD. In second condition where S equals to I, there we know very well that under two-sector economy, that is producer sector and household sector, we say the equilibrium is struck when Y equals to AD. And you know Y leads to what? C plus S, consumption plus saving, and AD leads to C plus I. Remember, that is household consumption and producer investment. So if you see the equation, it goes like this: C plus S upon Y equals to C plus I upon AD, where if we see, C is common in both and S equals to I. So this means there is an equality between S and I, where I implies that if a part of income is not spent, then there must be an investment expenditure of the same size. That means in case there are savings, then there must be investment expenditure of the same size. And that is how equilibrium is struck where S equals to I. So children, here I have explained you the two conditions where the equilibrium can be struck, where AS equals to AD or S equals to I. Thank you.